Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have my beautiful friends Jada. Hi. And my friend Shannon. Hi. So today we are gonna have a segment called Friday Face Mask or Face Mask Fridays. Basically what's gonna happen is we're gonna do face masks, and for the time that, yes, this is our face mask. For the time that we're doing our face masks, we are going to be talking about a topic while like the face mask is drying and things like that, 10-15 minutes or whatever. And once the face mask is over, the timer goes off, then we're gonna stop talking about what we're talking about. Doesn't matter, mid-sentence, whatever, stop talking about it, take it off and throw it away. Very symbolic, very like, you know, I'm done with this, whatever this is, taking it off, throwing it away, that's it, that's my piece. Definitely do it at home. If you have a face mask, do it with us. You can talk. we're not listening, but you can talk. So
talk to yourself.
Yeah, talk to yourself
Or your homies.
or your homies. Bring your homies. Bring your homies. Get some popcorn.
We did
We
get
got
popcorn. And we got horchata too.
And we got horchata from Flacco's Tacos. This is not sponsored.
Sponsored.
It should be, because I spent $18.
They busted her burrito.
Busted her burrito.
Busted my churro.
They fucked up my
Gave me
quesadillas.
one sour cream.
They fucked up your churros.
Yep.
Matter
Like,
of fact,
listen.
actually, this is a why we hate Flacco's
It's not
Tacos
why we
video.
hate Flacco's.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
It's a joke.
So we gonna open this up. We already washed our face and prep. Before
Yeah,
you put
yeah.
on a face mask, wash your
Wash your
face.
face.
It has to be on a clean face or you'll break out.
We care about your face, guys.
We care about your skin.
Yeah.
Oh, this shit wet.
Wait.
I got this.
So I feel left out because they have the same mask and I got one I gotta put on my
Okay.
face.
Look,
Listen,
we'll help.
it's okay. We still care about you.
Love you. Take care about you. I'm always scared I'm gonna rip it.
Me too. I'm always
Yeah.
like, bro, they need to make
Sure,
like
I got
room for your
nails.
eyebrows in here. 'Cause
Right, because
I hate when my eyebrows
reason.
get wet. I'm like, what?
I say, because you
That's
got
a-
microbleeding.
Yeah, I had to put Vaseline on my eyebrows so it won't get messed up. I know my eyebrow lady watching this video like, sis, I'm gonna fight you. She like, if you come in my salon one more time.
Not come to the salon. I'm giving you money.
She'd be like, please. I
Mine's
care
going on.
about your pocket.
All right. Bitch, hold up, I got a big mouth. I can't do this.
Okay,
You see that?
this you gotta like you gotta duck lip it through and then you be
That's
alright.
what I did.
I'm sick. Oh, I just got all the juice in my mouth.
Alright, here we go.
Hold on. I can't. I literally can't. Hold on.
Rachel, please. You got it. There you go.
Ooh, that's cold.
As you can see, I'm not done. That's okay. I'm gonna get there.
That's okay. We need to set a timer. or
Oh,
something
let me
for-
do it. I got my
Don't set it yet. She's not done.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh my god, I feel rushed. Talk
No,
about
it's okay.
this.
It's okay.
Don't be rushed. Take your time. Take your time.
So today we're gonna talk about things that we thought about in the past, or just the past in general. Things that happened to us, what we were exposed to, how we've changed, grew up, things like that. Yeah. And then once these masks are over, we're gonna let that go. Let the past be the past.
Let
Move
that man
forward. Let that man go. Let that girl go. Let that person go. Gender neutral in this bitch. We love you. We care about you. Yes, queen.
So I'm gonna just start with something dumb. I used to think that it was illegal to have that light on in the car.
Okay, big facts. Big facts. I swear.
I really did.
I did too.
My mom was like, "Don't turn it on. The cops gonna pull us over." I was like, "Whoa,
Bro, for real.
I really used to think, and like once I got older, my mom would have the light on, and I'm like, isn't it illegal
We
to do
gonna-
that?
right, you
And
gonna
she
get
would
us
just
pulled
be
over.
like,
Stick with the lie. You gotta stick with the lie.
Right?" I'm like, "Oh,
so you lied to
Right,
me, is what you're
right.
saying.
Right.
basically." I was
Right.
thinking about that for a
Timer.
little bit.
Oh, time.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I have
So we're
horchata.
starting.
Oh, we are back.
Okay, start.
Oh, that don't slap.
Oh, I can't eat with this. Not 5 slaps. Hold on. Help me out. Get me together.
You need to.
Wow, Shannon, you saw me. You didn't say nothing.
I didn't even see it. That's the thing.
Stop laughing. Your face gonna be. It's gonna be hard, y'all. This is a recent thing for me.
Uh-huh.
I have recently. I'm sorry. recently realized that I'm not always right.
Mm.
Okay.
That was a big
Absolutely.
revelation for me.
Okay.
I lost
Big
them.
facts.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say I lost a lot of friendships. I had a lot of strains, a lot of weird strains, because I thought I was right. Like, it would be probably like me interjecting into situations where I felt like I needed to say something, but really it was just kind of like Jada, just observe it and sit
Right.
down.
Yeah.
And me thinking that I'm like, no, I needed to do this, I needed to do it, and then all of a sudden looking back on it, I was like, wait a second,
Right.
I was wrong. It was really like mind blowing. Like, I feel like I had a real epiphany.
Mhm.
So that was something that I used to think about. That was
Yeah.
like, it was literally like December 30th
Mhm.
of last year when I
Same.
realized that.
Right.
I was like, into the new year, like a whole different
No,
human.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
it was really
I just
interesting.
realized that this morning.
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna
Really?
lie. Like this morning, I was like, you know, Shannon, you should apologize more for your actions. Like, you know, and I just had to step back and like take accountability in myself, because I'm always like, well, this person did this thing wrong. Like they need
Right.
to, you know, apologize or do this. But I'm like, okay, but you also are not in the right. Like you were not always
Yeah.
right. So
Mhm.
yeah,
That's
I
true.
really had to like talk to myself. This
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that.
Mhm.
I probably, I think I need to listen more and really, because I feel like I listen to what people say, but I don't really comprehend what they say. Like, I listen to react.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to wait for you to talk, and then I'm going to go, you know,
Right. Mhm.
go do. And I need to realize I need to listen to what people are saying, because that's how things get misconstrued.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how people, like, fights become something else, because, like, you're not really listening to the gravity of what they're saying and how that affects them and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And people really can be saying something different, and you know, especially because you're in this mindset of
Yeah.
like, I want to be in an argument.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
mad,
So I'm gonna come at you.
I'm gonna come at you, and whatever you're saying, it's just gonna be angry because I'm angry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you can literally be like, I love you, I don't want to fight, and I'll be like, no, fuck you.
Right.
And it's like, wait, you didn't hear what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Take it back. Say psych.
Wait, stop. My face started to crack.
Not
I gotta go friends.
Yo. Back in the day, we talked about this in school. Which was I gonna talk about? I forgot what I was gonna say.
I remembered one. We used to
What?
let our non-black friends say nigga.
Yes.
Yikes.
Girl, big
Yike.
yike.
Oh,
Yike.
Yikes.
Take it back. I take it back. Y'all niggas can't say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. Yeah, back in the day, okay, so my school was like Hispanic and black. Period. You know, it was probably 49 black, 51 Hispanic, and whoever the fuck. There was like 2 other people. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, and also I thought it was like, we're all minorities. We all have like the same like oppressor or whatever the fuck. So it was like, sure, you can say nigga, I don't really give a shit. And like, also it's like too many of y'all to
Right.
clock all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I mean, I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. And like a lot of my close friends would say stuff like that. But then like once I got out of high school, or at least like I got older, because this was like freshman year, I thought that. But like once I got older, I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
The same shit didn't happen. So y'all can't say that.
Yeah.
I think I think it was sophomore year, because that's when we learned about world history and U.S.
Yeah.
history. And that's when, because I learned about like Hispanic, like what they went through and stuff like that. And I was like,
It's not the same.
it's not the same.
I think for me, it wasn't until sophomore, junior year that I realized it, because like I remember the reason why I got so into like the stuff black people went through in this country was To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick's album. So I like listened to his old album. I don't know, it was just something about that, like that whole album. I was like, we really went through like a lot, and I got more into that because like my mom's not even from America, so like the whole black, like she I'm sorry, you don't see her. But like that whole thing, like it's really like she understands it, but it doesn't affect her. So
Right.
like they, and even my dad, like they really didn't talk about it like
Right.
growing up. So I never thought about it until I don't know, till literally Kendrick Lamar, and then I started getting into that. I was like, y'all can't
say this.
No.
This ain't for y'all.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't want to share this with y'all. I'm sorry, I don't.
Right.
I think for me, that situation came into play when like I just realized people were really getting shot because they were black.
Yeah.
By police, like that really hit me. Like
Yeah.
wow, like they really calling us niggas.
And
we all think it's
the
buddies.
Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
That big
Yeah.
thing. That
That's
was like
that
a
really
big
changed
thing,
everything.
yeah.
And even I mean, I went to a high school back in Delaware. Nobody knows what Delaware is, but like I went to a high
It's
school
not
back
real.
in Delaware on the East Coast. It's not real. Y'all see that Twitter thing? It's not real.
It's not real.
So like I was on the East Coast a lot, and there was actually someone in our town who got shot and died because of police brutality, and we were all like, his name was Ty, and it was always like recipe Ty, and it kind of clicked. I was like, this is really
real.
happening
Yeah,
to
this
us,
is
like
real.
this it, and it
It
was.
hit different.
I kind of switched up. People were like, "You switched up," and I'm like, "Damn, Skippy."
Hell yeah.
And I was in that school, even though we were overrun by the rednecks. But it's
Yeah,
cool.
not
They
the
they
rednecks.
just had a Hummers parade. They just had a Hummers parade where there were people in Middletown, Delaware. They just had a Hummers parade. Look this up. It was a Hummers parade. They were like people in like cages, pretending they were like the little kids from Mexico. They had like they were just in their underwear. And there was like fake shit stains in there, and they were like saying "build the wall."
Oh my God.
It was horrifying. There was a man in straight black face.
Oh my
And
God.
it happened right in that town, and nobody knows about it because it's
Wow.
a small town. I'm like, yo, like that would really blew my mind. I was like, I used to live there. That's my
Right.
friend in that
Yeah, yeah,
protest.
yeah.
Like it was.
Dang.
Yeah.
Look that up. Look that up, y'all.
That's insane. Delaware, you wild.
Honestly.
That's why nobody know your ass. Yeah, definitely. When that story came out about Trayvon Martin, that made me hyper aware of
Yeah,
everything.
everything.
Like every little, like people used to like call me poetic justice because like I was so like, you can't say that. Don't do that. That's racist. Da da da. Whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
And it just became like a matter of respect. Like, come
Oh,
on,
sure.
now. If you all
If
want
I
to-
say
if you
I'm
all just
uncomfortable and you really my
Right.
friend, like you should just stop saying it.
Like that proves if you my friend or not. If you like, fuck
Period.
it. I'm like,
Period.
fuck you did.
Right. Period. Cut you off. You know what I'm saying? Like with the LGBT community, I feel like, and I've talked about this before, but I was very like introduced to it in middle school, elementary school, high school, whatever. Like it was like people were gay. I
Yeah.
didn't care. You know what I mean? People did what they wanted to do.
It's not my life.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Yeah, that's basically how I felt.
Yeah.
Like I had a lot of gay friends, so it was just
Yeah.
like, okay, that's not new.
yeah. Well, I knew about homophobia obviously because I would
Right,
see
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
on Twitter and I'd be like, that's not right. Like you really
Right,
shouldn't say that. You know what I mean? But I personally was like, I don't know, like.
Yeah.
Like even
Yeah,
when, like
yeah.
in the church, like in my church, they would be like, "Oh, it's an abomination." I'm like,
Okay, but a lot of things.
"What?" I was like, oh, well.
I think because of growing up in church, like I always had to have this mentality, like this is wrong. But then all my friends, like a lot
"Oh
of my
yeah,
friends were
yeah,
gay.
that's what's conflicting."
It was
Yeah.
like a lot of like how am I supposed to treat my friend and stuff like that. Like
Right.
like my friend allowed to come over, like you know,
Right,
you know
right.
he's gay. Like are
That's
you allowed to
how-
come
yeah,
here
that's
and
how-
stuff like that.
Yeah,
But-
I used to like question my religion because of that.
Oh yeah,
Like
yes.
I really questioned it. I was like, all like these people are like they're people,
not doing anything.
just
Yeah.
people. Like
Living
they
their
have
life.
nothing to do with you. So
As
I was
much
like,
as-
do I believe in a God that's like a God because it's literally people's perception of them, and they
Right.
just say, well, God said.
They're hiding behind
Okay,
religion.
Jesus literally said to love everyone.
Right,
So-
right.
So
right.
like
I
all
don't-
God wants is for you to love
Right,
yourself and your
exactly.
neighbor
Right,
and be
take care of
nice.
yourself.
Literally.
And
So-
like that's it. And I'm just
Yeah.
that's when people come up about it. It's like yo, that's all it is. Like every
Right.
Christianity
Literally,
really,
yes.
unfortunately, has a bad rep
Yeah.
It really
because
does.
of that.
Yeah.
Because of everything that happened.
Yeah.
Like people literally just use that for their own agenda.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
I
for
was
sure.
just thinking like people need to read the Bible, like
Oh, yeah.
the actual Bible,
Yeah.
because a lot of these people are lying to you.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they're straight up lying.
I mean,
to you.
religion was made is a contract
Yeah.
for my men so that they
Of
can
course.
control society.
Right.
That's pretty much what it is.
Not the timer.
Okay, I take the rule back.
We're gonna go. We're
This is
gonna go.
interesting.
on
We'll
a-
do 5
conversation.
5 more minutes. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
5 more minutes.
My face.
5 more minutes.
My face.
Yeah, because it said 10 to 20.
10
so
to 20, so we can
You
do
know,
that
we
in
still
10
in-
minutes.
Right,
Let me
we
see.
still in
Let me
there.
see
They
this.
say 10 to
Let me
20.
see this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say that's just up to 10 minutes, but I'll be
Oh.
alright.
10 minutes. I'll be alright.
My face is cracking. So damn timer, Shannon.
Are we doing 10? I mean 5.
Yeah, we'll do 5
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah, 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
Alright, we back.
But
Okay.
okay. No, like
You know how
Yeah.
I'm so scared of nothing happening? Okay, listen. So I cannot wrap my head around the concept of hell. Like the fact that you will go down there, you will burn,
That's
you will be
scary.
tortured for life, and you will be alive for life.
Mm.
So in my head, I created sexy hell, where it's
Sexy
like people doing coke and like having cabarets
I mean,
and
that
stuff.
too.
Because I cannot just imagine. I'm sorry, but I can't imagine.
back in the day, I used to be, don't come for me now. Big yikes. Trigger warning, yike. I used to be like tough, pro-life. I used to be like, I wouldn't like be at the clinic or nothing, like, you know, I ain't that crazy. But if like we had debates in class and stuff in school and be like, you know, what do you think about abortion? I'd be like, oh no, you gotta be pro-life. And what if it was me? What if it's my daughter? Not my daughter. What if it was my sister? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? And people would be like, oh, what about this? What about that? I'd be like, oh, they shouldn't have sex if you can't take care of a child. And I learned, And also, it was like a big part of like religion because you shouldn't kill a child. Like that was kind of like the religious aspect of it. You're not supposed to kill a child. But then like once I got older and talked to more people and experienced things and, you know, listen to people's stories and stuff, I think you should have. I think the base and also the basis of pro-choice I didn't understand. My thought process of pro-choice is that you had to have an abortion, which is dumb, like in retrospect. But it's just the fact of having a choice in general. So if you ever find yourself in that situation, you have the choice to take care of yourself, take care of, you know, what's gonna happen, whatever. And also with like the adoption system, my best friend was in the system. You know what I mean? And I got that insight of like it's not honky dory. You know what I mean? And also just the toll it takes on the moms. Like I'm not gonna give birth. Like have a child for 9 months, give birth, and then give it away. And like all, you know, surrogates, all power to you, love you. Your job is very important. But like me as a person, if I was like, oh, I can't have an abortion, I'm gonna have the child, take care of the child, love the child, and give it away. I can't do that. I can't.
That's so much.
A lot.
I mean,
that's a lot.
Coming from like a personal experience of like when I was growing up, I always thought of like this. I couldn't comprehend like a child dying. Like I was always grew up really sensitive. Always loved kids to do. And then when I got into high school, I was kind of like, wait, but it's like there are people who are literally like people get raped, and then it's like young girls who are literally too small to even have a child. So you and that child will probably die. And it's kind of like there are choices that there are circumstances. Therefore, this choice needs to happen. And then later on, due to traumatic circumstances, I ended up becoming pregnant. And I knew I could not take care of the children. Actually, they were twins. I could not take care of these children. So I was lucky I had that choice to get an abortion. Shout out to Planned Parenthood for giving me that option. People, please fund them because they need it. So that was something I was like, this needs to be like, you can't take someone's choice. This is someone else's body. You're basically, of course, white men want to control every
And that's the crazy shit too.
Like that's really crazy.
When I found out that it was white men who were saying we can't have that choice, I was like, hell no, you got me messed up.
What's this got to do with you?
Ain't nobody asked you.
I also used to think I had like light skin privilege. I used to think that wasn't real. That's really real. and then here you have a fully black person who's just light skinned. And then there's me who's mixed. I feel like that's two different experiences in general. She's black. We knew that.
Wait, if you did.
Hold up. Wait a minute. No, but yeah, for sure. Definitely. I definitely had light skin privilege. I thought like being called light bright was the end of the world.
Not the end of the world.
I was like, I'm being bullied.
Like, so what was me?
Shut up, girl. I was woe is me.
The thing is, I still like. Look, this
Shut
timer
up.
sucks. I don't care about you.
It's time for y'all.
I feel like
We take it back. Psych.
I'm gonna give it like 3 more minutes.
Okay, we're gonna finish this conversation.
I still wouldn't like how you said you would find offense if like someone called you light bright, and I think there's validity behind that because like you felt that was like singling you out. It's this whole sense of like there's a whole system that's colorist because like with me growing up skinny, like people would call me out for being skinny, and I didn't like that, but I wasn't gonna be like, I would never like discredit like bigger people because there was a whole system like that targeted big people. So like it's still I don't know. It's just,
and that's really out of our control because that starts way back.
Right.
Colors started with slavery.
Right.
Light skinned people were in the house. Black people, darker skinned people were in the field. Like it all starts there. Like of us. Like remember team light skin, team dark skin. And I fell into that bull. I was sitting here like team light skin in my bio. Like a dickhead. Like what am I doing?
I used to hate that. I was like, And some of y'all are ugly. I'm sorry. Like, it's crazy. That whole light skin privilege was like real because a lot of y'all were ugly. I'm gonna tell you straight.
Because you were
Like,
light
you just had clout because you were like
light
this.
skin.
There you go. Like I'm so
It's
serious.
real. It's so
Some of
real.
y'all were ugly.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I wasn't.
No, never.
I'm trying to remember like what got me out of that.
Mm.
Like what made me realize like, nah, this ain't it, Chief.
You know what got me out of that? I think it was at some point I wanted to be dark skinned because of like the whole colorism thing. People calling me light bright, and I was like, and then I also had like these like insecure issues that thinking I was pretty, and I was like, maybe I'd be prettier if I was darker or like something like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's what got me out of it. Of just like maybe we should just stop talking about this because
Right.
now I feel bad.
Yeah. I think my thing was like, and also back in the day in my elementary school, all the cool people were darker skinned people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's actually true.
I never saw the light skin privilege.
Right.
That's why it took me so long. You know what I mean? Because like all the dark skinned guys dated dark skinned girls. That was the cool crew. That was the parties that you went to. That went into high school as well, or whatever. And that's why I never like put my head around it because I'm like, okay, if I have this privilege, like I should be cool. Like everybody should love me. I should have this opportunity, that opportunity, da da da, whatever. Thank you. Maybe I think what actually got me into it was like because my brothers are darker than I am. Right? I'm the lightest in my family, not in general, but like in the household. And it was this one time we was going, I think we was going to Champaign for like the science fair. I think it was like regionals or something like that. And we was going through like baggage check or whatever. So my mom and my little sister, we went through. I went through. We were all fine, great. And my mom, you know, she's lighter skin. She's like mid-tone lighter skin, but she's not lighter than me. And my little sister is the same way. My brother is darker than I am, but he's not super dark, but he is darker than me. And he got stopped by them, and like they like did this excessive check, you know, just unnecessary. Like we about to miss our train type of stuff, and we're just like, can we go?
Yeah.
Like what did you gain from like doing this? You know what I mean? And I think like looking back, those like little things that would happen. Like my brother used to get followed in Target. Like just noticing things that happened to them but didn't happen to me made me realize like,
Yeah.
why isn't this happening to me? Like, yes, I'm so black, but like at the same time, you know what I mean? And also seeing like Trayvon Martin, Sandra,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, Sandra Bland, all these people, they all look the same. They're all the same skin tone. They're darker skinned black people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's what also helped me like, yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
what's happening. Okay.
All right.
So think we ready?
I think we're good.
Let's take.
You gotta go
Look,
to
you gotta go to the bathroom.
Do you want to go to the sink?
I'll be right back.
You'll still be in the same room. Oh, we finished on time.
Yay.
Our third timer. Our third timer. We finished on time. Okay, let's take this off. Thank you, past.
Yes.
Thank you for teaching me, for letting me grow as a person. You've done your job. You've done your work. No longer. I can eat popcorn like a regular person now. Oh, I gotta rub it in. Rub the lessons in, the growth, the knowledge, what you learned as a person. You're better now. And she's back.
I don't know if it's off my face.
It's a little bit on your chin.
I look greasy.
Not greasy.
I look like a mime, bro.
Not mine.
But anyway, yes, we learned a lot about
We
each
did
other.
learn a
Yes.
lot. We learned a lot about each other, our different experiences and stuff. And it's really, I think it's really funny the different experience of just being black and light skinned and actually being
really interesting.
mixed, biracial. You know what I mean? And also being black, but like half non-American.
Yep. It's like so different.
Wow, we've
Yeah.
been different. That's crazy.
Yeah.
different.
But we are all such good friends.
We also good friends. Ooh.
Not who.
Alright, thank you guys for watching. This might be out on next Friday, but today was Friday, so this is Face Fast Friday. Whether it comes out on Friday or not, we were right.
You're wrong.
Yes. Period. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. When I post a new video, I have updates and things like that. Thank you for sticking with me and watching Hey Queen. Bye.
Hop, skip, and a jump away from taking it day to day. My shooters, they fade.